Hey there guys, I hope you guys are having a great day today, and just as a quick reminder, all the videos on this channel are not made for children. Viewer discretion is advised. Hey there guys, today we'll be looking at Mafex Poison Ivy from the Batman Hush toy line, and what I really like about this figure is that when it comes to this line specifically, they've released 4 female characters, and that is Huntress, Catwoman, Harley Quinn, and Poison Ivy, and out of those 4, this one is easily my favorite one. Alright, and now I'm going to show you what you get right out of the box. So of course you do get this stand for the figure. And this Metacom piece of paper. And of course the figure herself. And with this figure specifically, you get 2 heads and you get 4 pairs of hands, and you get this 5th hand specifically so she can hold money. And here's Poison Ivy herself. Now something that I've noticed with this figure, when it comes to the skin color around her chest and her neck and her face, it is slightly brighter than the rest of her body, but honestly in normal lighting conditions you'll barely be able to notice because the difference is very slight. Now when it comes to quality control, everything looks like it came out pretty perfectly. Now granted, there's very little to mess up here. You got the green on the leaves around her body. And honestly, it all came out pretty clean. Even the paint that's on her face, or on her head, I mean, it all looks pretty clean. Like, honestly, the quality control on this one is way better. Now, one thing you should keep in mind is that I bought this figure a really long time ago, and I've had this for a very long time. And the reason that's important is because what I'm about to show you here on her back, like there you can see some paint rub, and this came mainly from the hair. And I know for a fact that it wasn't like this when I first got it. This pretty much just happened because, you know, when you articulate the hair, you know, eventually you're going to start rubbing up against this. So yeah, just keep that in mind. If you articulate the head, just know that there might be some paint rubbing on right here. That's why you see like bits of oranges right here. Now luckily I should be able to clean that up pretty easily. And since we're talking about her head, here is her default one. Now the reason I'm not showing you with the body is because the main difference is going to be with the hair. As you see with the default one, the hair just goes straight down. But with the alternate, the hair goes it goes more to the left. Now when it comes to the faces, they look pretty much identical, so there's not going to be much of an issue. I think the only difference might be the lips, but I'm not entirely sure because it's like very slightly different. So yeah, it's mainly going to be the hair. The regular one just has it going straight down, and the alternate just has it going down to the left. She also comes with a bunch of vine accessories that you can actually put on top of her. So as you can see, just take off the foot and you can just slide this in. And when it comes to the hand, the same thing, or should I say the arm. Just remove the hand, slide this in, just like that. And here's what Poison Ivy looks like with all the main ones on her body. And here's what she looks like with everything on. As you see, she has one for her neck, her upper arms, her lower arms, her thighs, and not to mention her lower legs. Now for the most part, I do like all of them except for 3. The ones for the thighs and this lower leg, and the main reason is because they don't connect all the way around, which means they can fall off because, again, they don't seal off. So besides those 3, yeah, everything else, however, I like them because they definitely stay on no matter what. Now, one major improvement that this figure has over the Harley Quinn, the one that I just reviewed recently, has to be the fact that her cheeks are actually on her legs. The reason that's important is because if you have it on the crotch piece like this, when you try to move the legs backwards, it actually forces the legs to go to the side. But on Poison Ivy, because they're on her legs instead, that means when she goes backwards, they just go straight down. Or should I say they just go straight. And that looks way better. Not to mention, it also gives it a more appealing look to the design. Yeah, like this definitely looks way better. Honestly, this should just be the standard for all female figures, to be honest. And since we're talking about articulation, she does have a neck articulation, which is pretty good. She does have butterflies. And this is how well her arms can cross into each other. And the same can go backwards, although the hair will get in the way a little bit. You can see the hair does get in the way, but if you move it higher up, and here's her T-posing. Here's how her arms can go up. This is how much her arms can bend down. Now, unfortunately, I wish this was better, but that's about as far as it can go. Of course, she also has arm rotation. She has a ball joint for the chest, a ball joint for the stomach, and of course the crotch piece is made of a soft plastic, which is going to help with the articulation. And speaking of leg articulation, this is about as high up as she can kick. And this is about as far back as she can go. And she does have drop downs for the legs. And this is about as much as her legs can bend. She also has foot articulation, and she also has toe articulation. And this is about as much as she can bend down. Now it does look a little wonky from up here, but you can make her go a little bit further if you push it a little bit. But again, it'll give this a really weird look over here. And when it comes to going backwards, as you can see, there she is. But naturally, because she does have this long hair and it's made of a, well, it's not hard, but it's not soft either, somewhere in between. Because it has that hair, unfortunately, she cannot look upwards. She can look down, though. Now, when it comes to her accessories, she does come with this briefcase, and it's just pure silver. And then she comes with the second one, which is more open, and unfortunately, you cannot articulate it, so if you try, it'll break. But you do see I have all this money inside. And when it comes to her hand accessories, this is what she comes with by default. These just more open, relaxed hands. And of course, she also comes with a pair of fists. She also comes with these weird hands, and apparently, according to the box, they're meant for holding the briefcase. And she also comes with this normal open hands. And lastly, they give you this one for her left hand specifically, and it's basically so that she can hold money. And you simply slide it into her hand like that. Alright guys, and now it's time for the size comparisons, and here she is next to my Snail Shell Zombie Grizza and Marvel Legends Amazing Fantasy Spider-Man. And here she is next to my Jedi Toy Street Fighter Cammy and Guile. And here she is next to my Mafex Marvel Gwenpool and DC Batman Night Crusader. And lastly, here she is with my official Figure Arts Android 21 and third-party Xenogoku. And as I mentioned before, Poison Ivy is easily my favorite figure from the Batman Hush toy line from Mafex. Not only does she have the better quality control when compared to Harley Quinn, but she also has more accessories. On top of that, when it comes to the articulation, hers is way better because of how they sculpted her cheeks. And honestly, not to mention, when it comes to the design of their outfits, naturally I'm going to lean more towards the one that has the more skin revealing outfit. So honestly, if I could only recommend one female character from this line, Poison Ivy would definitely be the one I would choose, or the one I would recommend, I mean. And honestly, that's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you can, please like and subscribe. I'll be uploading more soon, and I'll see you guys next time. Later.